Okay, single leg RDLs. Couple of variants for these ones. We are runners, which means we spend majority of our time on one leg, so we want to train like a runner. But I'm going to give you a couple of options, because if you've never done these before, they can be a little bit challenging. Once again, I've got my broomstick for balance here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the broomstick out on the right hand side, and I'm going to work my left leg. So my right leg comes up, it kicks back, and I pivot forward from the hips. I'm leaning forward to touch the ground if I can, and all that pressure, all that weight's going up on my back hamstring there. So you've got plenty of room, don't want to kick anything like I just did, and we just pivot forward and coming up. Now the regression for that one, if you watch my feet, to begin with is we can do what's called a B stance. So that's where one foot is slightly in front of the other one, and we keep the legs fairly straight, just like they were before, and we just run the hands down. That's still putting all that pressure on that left leg, it's just taking balance out of the equation. Okay, so that's a B stance, that's a regression. And a further regression, if B stance is still a little bit too much for you, is a double leg. We want to keep the legs nice and straight, pivoting from the hips only, down, running down. What do they look like from side on? Shoulder blades back, down, and we just run those down, keeping the legs fairly straight. Now some of you might be able to get all the way to the ground, others may only be able to get to here. It'll depend on the length of your hamstrings. Mine are fairly tight, so I can get to about there. That's comfortable for me. I can feel that in my hammies, that's enough. If I go any lower, I have to round my back to get there. So that is the single leg deadlift with progression and regression.